It's time now for Tiger Talk with head coach Brian Carty. And now Tiger Talk on KSMO.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens and Coach Brian Carty, coach of Salem Tigers, took on a very scrappy and physical Dixon team on Friday night, came up with a loss, but it gives you a good indication of how your team can play a little bit. But a foul-filled game kind of took the flow out of that game totally, didn't it, Coach?
That's exactly right. I may be off by one or two, but they called, in our book, 47 fouls. Most of those were in the first half. They didn't call very many late in the game because they kind of got out of hand. But definitely fouls dictated the pace of the game. It made it difficult for both teams, really, to get in rhythm. But we're young and inexperienced and not very big, and so the physicality kind of got to us late in the game, and they put us away. And
when you may have a plan going into the game, and all of a sudden another team comes up with a different type of strategy that makes you alter your plan, especially first or second or third games of the year, Coach. Kind of hard to get everybody on the same track because you really haven't had that much time to play together, especially when you've got a younger group like you do.
That's exactly right. By the time these guys are seniors, they'll be really well acquainted with each other. But getting the first game or two in and kind of settling in a rhythm is always really important. And whenever you come in ready to do something like that, you got your game plan set, and the other team comes in and just totally dominates you physically. It kind of throws you off, especially with young kids. It gets in their head and makes it tough to get back on game plan.
And as we were talking before we came on, inconsistent calls sometimes by the referees can also plant a little bug in the head of the player because they may call a foul this time, but then the next time they come over, get run over, and there's no foul called, and all of a sudden they're not quite sure how to take that, are they, Coach?
That's exactly right. I mean, it wasn't that the officials did a bad job, but there was enough fouls in the game that weren't called that it made it tough for kids to know when they were fouled and when they weren't. And so they just got to learn to play through the physicality no matter what and let the officials blow the whistle when they decide to.
Well, you get to come home tonight, take on Vienna. You played Vienna last year in a game that was added to the schedule due to COVID, and you came up with a loss up in Vienna, but you got the chance to play these guys at home. The Eagles, pretty good team, though. They've got some experience with them, and including a 6'6" forward, don't they?
That's exactly right. They're going to be pretty good. We went up there, had a late ad last year because of COVID, and kind of scrambled around and got a game added. I think we had 1 day or 2 days to prep for them, and went up there and played them pretty tight. But they got the best of us last year, and we look to return the favor this year.
And we were talking a little bit earlier, we don't have the size to match up with 6'6", 6'7", 6'8" guys, but there's always strategies on trying to prevent them from getting the ball. And, Coach, if you can do that, you can shut those big guys down, but you can't forget about everybody else on the floor.
That's exactly right. I mean, we've got, a couple of sophomores and 2 seniors that are our biggest guys, and they're topping out at 6'3", 6'4" on a good day with shoes on. And, so we're just not as big as 6'6". That kid, he's 6'6", and I'm going to take a wild guess and say he weighs 2 1/4. He's not super big, but he's big enough that he would give us problems. And so we're going to have to scheme him up and try to keep him from getting the basketball because he can score whenever he catches it.
And tell us a little bit about your offensive strategies this year, Coach. Again, you're going to have to use a lot of different players. You're going to have to use some younger players, and you're going to have to mix it up with some seniors and sophomores, and maybe even throw a few freshmen in there. Coach, this is going to be I don't want to say a hodgepodge kind of year for the Salem Tigers, but it's going to be a feeling out process, isn't it?
We're definitely really young. We've got a couple of senior leaders, and then, of course, we got Gunnar Kunkel, who's a junior, who started all of last year. So we've got some experience, but the balance of our team is going to be inexperienced and not a lot of varsity minutes to go around. And so, these young kids, we're just kind of looking for somebody to distinguish themselves. They play some JV, they play some varsity, and, we're really just looking to see who's going to distinguish themselves, ready to come out and play some varsity minutes.
And, Coach, I don't know if you have your starters picked yet, but if you do, can you give me the starters for tonight?
I mean, it's going to be very similar to what we started the other night. You'll have Gunnar and Bryson May and Easton May, Levi Smith, and I'm going to start Ethan Wilson-Weber tonight.
All right, Coach. Well, it's a non-conference game, but it's a game to get started here before the Thanksgiving holiday, and you'll be coming back with a full schedule after that. So, Coach, we wish you the very best of luck tonight against Vienna. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
Stay tuned. Tiger basketball. It is next.
And that has been Tiger Talk on 1340 KSMO with head boys basketball coach Brian Carty. Stay tuned. Salem Tiger boys basketball comes your way next. Hometown Processing is now taking deer to be processed. They can process the deer however you want it, as well as make deer summer sausage. Hometown Processing continues to offer custom processing of beef, hogs, and other large animals. They strive to provide you with the finest, freshest meats and processing at the best possible prices. Hometown owned, Hometown Processing is located at 3450 West Highway 32 in Salem, or call 729-7278 and check them out on Facebook.
Mobile banking with our credit union is awesome. 24/7 access. Check your account balance, pay bills, and make deposits with our mobile banking app. We belong to you, and we are here to meet your financial needs. Riverways Federal Credit Union. Positively different. Online at riverwaysfcu.org. We're federally insured by NCUA. We're an equal housing lender.
Live on Twitch, streaming on YouTube, posting on Facebook. It's KSMO. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by our proud sponsors that include the Salem Memorial District Hospital, K&H Auto Supply, Farm Bureau Insurance, Duncan Family Chiropractic, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto and Truck Parts, Edward Jones, Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus, Taxmasters, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Healthy Dent County, Town and Country Insurance, Southtown Furniture, Hometown Processing, Big Iron Realty, Inman Insurance, Progressive Ozark Bank, Flying W Store and Camping LLC, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties Incorporated, That Special Touch Florist and Gifts, State Farm Insurance, and Wilson Mortuary. Thanks to these sponsors, it's now time for Salem Tiger Sports right here on KSMO.
And we welcome you to Salem High School Gymnasium for the first home game of the year of the Salem Boys Basketball Tigers or Girls Tigers. And the boys get the first home game this year, and they'll be taking on the Vienna Eagles. The Tigers coming off a loss over at Dixon on Friday night. You heard Coach Carty say it got a little bit physical, kind of intimidated a little bit some of the younger Tigers, but it's a learning process. This is a kind of an inexperienced Salem Tiger basketball team. A lot of guys that are coming back that are seniors had some limited playing action. A couple guys got started. Gunnar Conkle played full year, and Easton May played a full year with the Tigers. And Levi Smith came in after sitting out early with an injury. But a lot of the guys coming in were mostly JV players last year. So this is a step up when you get to play varsity play. And they're getting their opportunity right now. And starting out the year, of course, they get a chance to play Dixon, get a very physical team. Vienna probably not going to be as physical, probably going to try and rely a little bit more on speed, but we'll see just how the game works out today. Salem Tigers will be facing Vienna Eagles. Who'll be starting tonight. Lucas Magner, he will be at guard. May Steffen will be at guard. He's wearing number 10 for the Eagles. That's Max Steffen, excuse me. Cash Strickland, he will be starting out. At center will be Trey Snodgrass. He'll be tipping it off. And Baird Van Scroy, he will be as a forward position for the Vienna Eagles. Their coach is Chandler Harker. For the Salem Tigers, they'll be starting out with Gunnar Conkle. He will be the guard for the Salem Tigers tonight. Gunnar coming off a pretty good year last year, especially got better and better as the year went on. Easton May will be the other guard, along with Bryson May. And those two have kind of a three-guard system for the Salem Tigers. Then Ethan Wilson Weber will be in a forward position, and Will Levi Smith. So the Salem Tigers in their home whites, trimmed with the navy blue and the navy blue numbers. Vienna in their road black and gold uniforms, the gold trim on the outside, black jerseys, black shorts, and the gold numbers hollowed out with the black and the gold letters. Salem and Vienna earlier tonight, the Salem JV held on and beat Vienna 44-41, a game they had an 11-point lead in the fourth quarter, and watched Vienna come back to get within 1 point. But the Tigers able to hit a couple of free throws down the stretch, pull away, and won the game
44-41. We're about ready to get things underway here. Salem High School gym, nice crowd on hand. Good student contingent on a week off where the students are not in school. So glad to see them out here supporting the Tigers tonight. It's Snodgrass against Wilson Weber. We're about ready to get things underway. Thanks for joining us on KSMO Media. As the tip goes up, comes down in the hands of Conkle, and Conkle will pull it up near center court. He will slow things down immediately between the circles, goes right side over to Bryson May. Back on top to Easton May, to Conkle, back to Bryson, to the top of the circle, around the perimeter to Levi Smith. Back to May for the three. It's good. Bryson May hits the three. Got Bryson and Easton on there, and I'll probably just call them by their first names here as we go through in the game. Vienna with the ball trying to get away, and that is Strickland to get underneath, and the Tigers pounce on that ball. Look like a fumble, and Easton May down there as the linebacker grabbing it. But the first turnover of the game almost belongs still with the Eagles. They call a jump ball on that, possession with the Vienna Eagles. Strickland will get it in quickly. They try and get that shot up, and that's Vanskroy, and he gets it to go. Baird Vanskroy gets the Eagles on the board. Levi Smith trying to get away from the pressure put on by the Eagles, gets it over to Conkle. Conkle getting it to Easton May, back to Levi Smith into the offensive zone. Levi pulls up, back to Gunner between the circles. Conkle giving it back to Smith, left wing beyond three, back to Wilson Weber. Weber outside to Conkle, right in front of the Vienna bench to Levi Smith on that perimeter, now to May. Bryson goes back to Easton between the two circles. Pass intended over there, read nicely by Vienna. Spin, turn, move, laying it up and in. That's number 10, Max Steffen with the steal and the point. First steal of the game belongs to Vienna, and it's 4-3, the Eagles on top. Here comes Bryson May down to Weber. Wilson Weber's shot does not go. Brought down and controlled. Quick long pass down the court. The layup and no good by number 20, and that is Cash Strickland after the rebound brought down by Max Steffen. Foul called on the Salem Tigers. Wilson Weber with that foul. Free throw is no good by Cash Strickland. Four 3, 6:15 to go first quarter. Strickland taking his time and gets that shot off. This one also will not fall. Brought down by Easton May on the baseline. 4-3 our score as Bryson May gets it over to Levi Smith. Vienna putting a lot of pressure on the Tiger guards, getting it up to Bryson May, going baseline all the way down, trying to get it all the way across, going right back into the middle to Levi Smith, trying to get that shot up, knocked down, but no call. Brought down quickly down to Strickland. Strickland off the glass and in. As the steal after the miss by Levi Smith, and the Tigers got their first steal of the game as well. 6-3 our score. Conkle down the right side. Backdoor pass intended for Bryson May, right through his hands and out of bounds. Third turnover for Salem in this game. 5:35 to go first quarter. 6-3 Vienna. This is a pretty experienced Vienna team. As Strickland will get it back to Vanskroy. Back to Strickland. Strickland over the timeline. Trying to get between two guys. Goes to Vanskroy. Down low all alone is Steffen, but knocked away there by Easton May. Good job by Easton to get that block. 5:17 to go first quarter. Vienna in the offensive zone with a 6-3 lead. Strickland looking to inbound. Goes to the right corner to Magner. Magner trying to get underneath. They do. Putting it up and in is Cash Strickland. He's got 4, and Vienna has a 5-point lead. Pass through the middle to Conkle. 3-on-2. Conkle in the offensive zone. Goes outside to May. May shot up and in. And Bryson May has all 5 Salem Tiger points. Strickland will get it to the timeline. Looking for a little help. Gets over the timeline, giving it to Max Steffen. Steffen in the middle, getting it there. Strickland goes outside, a long three up off to the side. No good by Vanscroy, and brought down by May. Here's Gunnar Conkle to the middle of the floor. Stops, goes left wing to Levi Smith going baseline. Levi trying to take it underneath. Could not work his way in, trying to kind of sandwich his way between two players. Ball stolen away by Easton May. And back come the Tigers. Conkle stops, 10-footer, short, comes out in the hands of Easton May. 10-footer again, no good. And this time brought down underneath by Snodgrass. May with 3 rebounds, but Tigers couldn't get it to go after that steal. With the ball right now on the far side is Lucas Magner. And I believe a foul's going to be called on Levi Smith, who's favoring that left leg a little bit, might be cramping up a little bit. He had some issues the other night in Dixon. He's going to check out. Tucker Smith going to come in. Pass comes to Magner. Magner stops, trying to go back the other way, fires it across, baited by May, and Bryson steals it to the hole and gets it knocked out of his hand. Ball goes out of bounds, and a foul called on Cash Strickland. Didn't know if he got all ball. They were a little bit late on that call. Strickland with his first foul. And Bryson made the line. 8-5, Vienna on top. Bryson's free throw. Good. Colin Haven will check in for Wilson Weber. Hayden Sanders getting ready to come in the game as well. May's next free throw also good. 8-7 our score. All 7 points scored by Bryson May. Tigers with token pressure by Tucker Smith in the forecourt. Walking it up is Cash Strickland, getting it over to Van Scroy. Van Scroy in the offensive zone. Flips it down low, waiting for it there, Steffen. And the jump shot is up. No good. Brought down by Snodgrass. Up and in on the rebound. 10-7. Vienna with the lead. Bryson May out of the game, so Easton May and Gunnar Conkle back deep. Conkle into the offensive zone. Gunnar between the circles with 3:23 to go first quarter. Getting it off to Hayden Sanders. And Tucker Smith is pushed by number 20, Cash Strickland. I believe Cash is going to pick up his second foul. No, they're not going to call a foul. Well, yeah, maybe they did. They got on the board. This is not very good by the Salem Tigers here. Their scoreboard not working totally. Here's Haven underneath. Kicks it outside to Conkle. His three-pointer. It's good. Conkle from the left corner ties it at 10 with 3 minutes to go, and it's the first quarter. With the ball, Steffen. Steffen fires it all the way to the back door. Waiting for it down there is Vanscroy, and he lays it in. Inbound comes to Conkle. Conkle all the way into the middle of the floor to Hayden Sanders. Sanders in the offensive zone. Stops, looking for a little help, goes back to Tucker Smith. Pass tip goes to Conkle. Gunnar beyond the three-point line. Now backs out near the center S here at Salem. Now to Sanders. His three off the rim, no good. And Snodgrass can't bring it down. Smith gets it. Tucker Smith back to Easton May. His jumper. It won't fall. Ball tipped and comes down the hands of Snodgrass. Down all the other way to Steffen off the glass. And in. No foul call. Goes right over top of Easton May. 14-10 now. Vienna on top. No call on the charge. And May went down. Basket went in. No call. Here's Haven. Back to Conkle. Smith sets for the three. And he hits the three. On the left side of the floor. Beyond that three-point line. Right by the Tiger. And it's a one-point ball game. Here's Magner coming through, and a foul called on Salem. Tucker Smith and Gunnar Conkle were both there. That's going to be on Tucker Smith. Foul number 3 on Salem with 1:49 to go. Coming in the game, Spencer Magner. He checks in for Strickland. Also coming in the ball game. Oh, that's it. That's the only one. Thought there might be 2. Quick 3 set up and put home by Max Steffen. He's got 7. And Vienna back out on 4 real quick. Conkle with 6, Bryson May with 7. That's the 13 Salem Tiger points. Outside it goes to Hayden Sanders. He backs up, tries a three-pointer, trying to bank it in. No good. Brought down and controlled by Vienna. With that ball, it is Van Scroy. Van Scroy down the middle of the floor at the free throw line. Stops, goes underneath, all alone. Laying it up and in is Spencer Magner. 19-13. Boy, he got away from the Tiger defense, and he was all alone at that low post. Pass across to Hayden Sanders. In the corner, Tucker Smith out on top to May. Easton May hanging on to it. Goes all the way across to Hayden Sanders. Across the floor. Now back to Gunnar Conkle between the circles. Right side pass beyond 3 to Easton May in front of the Vienna bench. Easton just hanging on to it. Now to Conkle. Conkle stops from 12. His shot no good. Brought down and controlled there by Magner. Magner gets into the offensive zone. Almost walks with it, but keeps it moving. Now to Van Scroy. Van Scroy to the hole. Stops, goes underneath the Snodgrass. He lays it in. And a timeout call by Coach Carty. 23 seconds left to go first quarter. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
The most rewarding aspect of being a community bank is basically being involved in the community and giving back through our employees volunteering and being involved in local activities or donations and such where we support different organizations and clubs throughout the year. We try to give back and be a good neighbor to everybody in our community.
Welcome back. Salem High School Gymnasium. A 14-13 game has since turned into a 21-13 after a 7-point run by Vienna. 23 seconds left to go first quarter. As Smith gets it in to Conkle. Again, Levi Smith checked out again with some cramping in his calves. Right now he's back in the ball game though. Levi trying to cut inside, spins away but is called for travel. Inbound pass coming to Lucas Magner. Now to Van Scroy. Van Scroy stops, kicks it down low to Snodgrass. Snodgrass, short jumper, it's good. He's got 6 and less than a second to go. And Hayden Sanders hits the light standard here at the gym, trying to throw it all the way down the court. So the Salem Tigers got within 1, but Vienna has gone on a 9-point run, and they lead after 1 quarter of play, 23-13. We'll come back in 1 minute. This is Salem Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Land is selling at an all-time high. Backed by almost 4 decades of experience, Big Iron Missouri agents Justin Hubbs and Gage Saulbeamer provide you with a seamless selling experience. They will get your property sold via listing or unreserved online auction. Big Iron Realty has the experience you deserve, proven results, with an enormous viewing audience of buyers, creating higher selling prices. Let's have a conversation. Call Justin Hubbs or Gage Saulbeamer today.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
The Holiday Gift Guide has great deals for you at K&H Auto Supply in Salem. Get a Power Torque 800 lumen LED work light for $14.99. A Mossy Oak 2-piece seat cover is $42.99. And a Mossy Oak steering wheel cover is $18.99. K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
Waiting for that second quarter of play. Salem will inbound it down by 10 as this game kind of took a little bad turn there after a couple of turnovers and missed shots. Vienna came back and were able to hit 9 straight points. Backdoor pass intended for Levi Smith. That will get away from Levi and go out of bounds. 5th turnover for Salem here in the first half. Just underway here in the second quarter. Inbound pass comes to Van Scroy. Giving it back across to Max Steffen to Van Scroy. Tigers a little bit of pressure down low, and into the offensive zone comes Max Steffen. Baird Van Scroy out between the circles, moves to his left, flips it back that way to Steffen. Steffen trying to get away from Levi Smith, goes right side to Lucas Magner. Now goes on top to Magner, his brother, and down low to Snodgrass, who puts it home. Spencer Magner just flipped it over to Snodgrass, and he stands at 6'6". He just flipped it over all the Tiger players. 25-13 our score. With that ball is May. Bryson May on the baseline. Spins, can't shoot it. Turns, he's just got to do something with it. Ball knocked out of his hand by Spencer Magner. It stays with the Salem Tigers on the baseline. Salem will be at Lebanon after Thanksgiving on that Tuesday. That'll be their next game after this one. Now Smith outside to Conkle, giving it back. Here's the Tiger player, Gately, trying to get it in. He does, takes it right to the hole, and Caden Gately lays it in. That breaks that run of 11-0. Pass goes the right side to Magner. Lucas Magner right in front of the Salem bench, down to his brother Spencer. Spencer all the way across to Steffen. Steffen down on that three-point line, bounce pass out to Van Scroy. Baird Van Scroy to the hole, takes it up, lays it up and in. Ball sat on the rim for just a second before trickling in. 27-15, a 12-point lead for the Eagles. Pass across is Smith. Getting it over to Bryson May. May right to the hole, trying to take it down. Ball knocked away by Magner as they steal it. Here comes the Eagles again. All the way down. That shot will not go by Magner. Comes down to Steffen. Outside to Van Scroy. Van Scroy down low to Snodgrass, and he just lays it up and in. A little three-footer. Pretty easy shot right there. Excellent job, though, by Vienna to move that ball to Snodgrass. He was wide open down about 3 feet from the basket. Here's Bryson May, left side pass Conkle. Conkle all the way across to Smith. Smith trying to drive the lane, can't. Goes to Conkle for a quick three. It's off the rim. No good, tied up, and a foul's going to be called underneath, I believe, on Easton May as he tried to tie up Van Scroy. 29-15, Vienna with the lead. So May with his first foul. As Van Scroy just walks it up to the timeline. Trying to get away from Levi Smith. Takes it all the way down. Ball knocked away and out of bounds. And they're going to call foul on Salem. Not a shooting foul. And it looks like it's going to be on Levi Smith. Again, they're not posting the fouls here, so we're doing the best we can to try and keep up with them as they're being called on the floor. They're not showing up on the score clock at all. Pass goes around the perimeter to Van Scroy for a three from the corner. It's off the rim, straight up in the air, brought down by Spencer Magner. Goes to brother Lance, down low to Van Scroy. Magner steals it away. Back to Van Scroy from 7. That shot won't go. And brought down by Wilson Weber. Off to Bryson May. 29-15, 5 minutes to go in the half. May, right side pass to Conkle. Conkle on top to Wilson Weber. Weber left side to May. Trying to go baseline. May all the way down. Gets called for the charge. Bryson went over top of Van Scroy. Came down hard on his left side and knee. He's a little slow in getting up, but he gets called for the charge. That's Salem Tigers' 6th-team foul, and Vienna will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Snodgrass checks out. Daniel Casey comes in. As Cash Strickland comes back in the game. So Casey in for Snodgrass. With the ball right now, it is it's Strickland. Over to Steffen. Steffen going low, stops, and then he's going to be fouled from behind. And he'll go to the line. Foul's going to be called on Hayden Sanders. Steffen to the line. He's got 7 points in the game. He'll shoot 2 here. And the first one misses. 0 for 2 in that first quarter was Vienna. Salem 2 for 2. And now 0 for 3. And Steffen's next one is no good. And Levi Smith can't get it. Van Scroy brings it down, kicks it outside to Magner. Magner out on top to Steffen for the three. It's short, brought down by Conkle. Gunnar Conkle pulled that away from Spencer Magner and back the other way. A corner shot, way too short by Hayden Sanders. And Vanscoy flips it back out, but it's stolen away by Conkle. Conkle down 7-footer, no good. Fought for and battled for, and a foul is going to be called underneath. And I'm sorry, no foul is going to be called underneath. Said the man was out of bounds. Bounce pass to Steffen as the Eagles get into the zone. And a 3-second violation, I believe, was called, or is it a foul? The lower official called it, did not see any signal. Looks like Daniel Casey will pick up that foul. Again, the score clock not working, so we're having to catch the numbers given by the official as they're walking away from us, which is not easy. So Levi Smith has it on the perimeter. Levi lost the ball, comes loose. Congo fighting for it, falls on it. And a foul called, looked like. But I didn't see on who. 14 fouls now for Vienna. Conkle has it. Conkle left side pass to Smith. Levi fadeaway three off the front of the rim, no good. And taken down underneath by Vanscoy. He's had a good game with 4 rebounds. Vanscoy will walk it up unimpeded into the Salem Tiger offensive zone. Steffen has it. Steffen backs out away from Hayden Sanders, flips it left side. Waiting for it out there is Casey. I'm sorry, it's Magner, excuse me. Magner trying to get a pick from Casey, but couldn't get there in time. Now Steffen back to Magner in that corner. Lucas Magner handing it off to Vanscoy. Vanscoy gets fouled underneath the basket. So he tried to dish it back to Spencer Magner. And I believe that's going to be on Levi Smith in his second. And to the line will be Vanscoy. Baird will be shooting a 1-and-1. .301 to go in this first half. 29-15, been a stretch of no scoring here by either team. Salem with only 2 points here in the second quarter. And only 6 for Vienna. Vanscoy's free throw is good. 30-15. He has another one on the way. That one is no good. Tipped in the air, brought down by Wilson Weber. So 1 of 6 from the stripe, Vienna here so far in this game, but they have a 15-point lead. Bryson May comes down, that shot won't go. It is controlled underneath by Steffen. Steffen off to Vanscoy. Tigers 1 and done. They can't get that rebound, and they get that ball under control here. Vanscoy has it. Left side pass to Steffen. Steffen right in front of the Salem Tiger bench to Casey. Daniel Casey spins, turns, trying to drive it in. Gets down low, ball blocked away. Taken underneath by Bryson May. May, long pass underneath for Sanders. Sanders just turns the ball over. So he flips it back into the hands of Spencer Magner. Now here comes Vanscoy. Ball is just a little bit too far in front of Sanders, and he just couldn't control it to try and tip it back in. Here's Casey, Daniel Casey at that high post. Trying to get a pick to Steffen. Ball tip, but goes right to Magner, and he lays it in. Spencer Magner, right place, right time. Ball went right to him, and he was right there on that baseline. He lays it in. With the ball right now, Gunnar Conkle into the paint to Sanders. Down low to May. May on that baseline short jumper. It's good. Bryson May has 9 of the Salem Tigers' 17 points. Tigers down by 15, a minute and a half to go. Vanscoy all the way down. Short jumper. It's good. Baird Vanscoy has 9. And the lead 17 right now. Pass left side to Sanders. Hayden Sanders giving it to Bryson May between the circles. Right now, pretty much man-to-man coverage for the Eagles. Goes left side to Sanders for a 3, way too short. Might have been tipped there. And a long pass down to Magner. Spencer Magner will lay it in. 19-point lead now for Vienna. Here's May the other way. Tries to bank it in. It won't go. Brought down by Casey. Daniel Casey flips it right side to Lucas Magner. 45 seconds left. Down to Steffen all the way down, and Steffen called for a charge. Max Steffen trying to go over top of Ethan Wilson Weber. Gets called for the charge. No basket. Salem with 9 turnovers here in this first half. And pretty much a wholesale change here for Salem. Haven comes in along with Caden Gately. Also coming in for the Tigers is Brendan Hanger. Right side to Trey Richter, who's also in the ballgame. His pass stolen away underneath. And down comes Steffen quickly. Steffen to the paint. Steffen tied up by DuBois, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor Vienna with 28 seconds to go. Steffen flips it in to Casey all alone. Misses the shot, and the ball comes out, though, to Magner. Now to Van Scroy for the three. It will not go. Goes out of bounds as blocking Steffen off was Richter. And with 19.6 seconds left, Salem will have the ball, trailing it by 19. Inbound coming to Brendan Hanger. Hanger stops, looking inside. Now goes back to Colin Haven. Haven getting it to Richter. 8 seconds left underneath the bait. Caden DuBois won't go. Brought down and controlled. Tigers get out. 3 seconds left. Hayden turns, spins. Haven can't get it off. And we go to halftime with Vienna on top by a score of 36-17. As Salem could only score 4 points in that second quarter. We are at halftime, and the Salem Tigers trailing it here against the Vienna Eagles. The Eagles' experience showing here, especially on that run they had late in that first quarter, as they went on that 11-point run and opened up a very close game. At one time 14-13, and all of a sudden it became 25-13, and they have not allowed the Tigers much closer than that. Matter of fact, they haven't gotten any closer than that since that point of the game. We are at halftime. We're going to go ahead and take a 3-minute break and come back when we return right here on KSMO Media. 36-17, it is Vienna on top. Back in 3 minutes, this is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
The Salem Memorial District Hospital is a full-service hospital that features a 24/7 emergency room and a family clinic with several providers for all of your primary care needs. The Salem Hospital has been diligently addressing community needs by expanding their physical and occupational therapy facility and adding a new state-of-the-art 3D mammography machine, as well as a sleep disorder center. Salem Memorial District Hospital, your first choice for local high-quality health care at an affordable price. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products. History is what makes the Bank of Salem different. We've been a part of this community since 1883, and we're the first bank in Salem, as well as one of the oldest banks in the Ozarks. We pride ourselves in our commitment to this community and make giving back a priority each year through our many donations and volunteer hours. Our employees are your neighbors, friends, and family who strive to make this community we call home the best it can be. Come bank with us at the Bank of Salem and be a part of Dent County history.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831. I welcome you to the Riverways Federal Credit Union halftime show, and the Salem Tigers trail it by 19, 36-17, as this game was really dictated by that run, as we mentioned right before we went to that break. The big run in the first quarter by Vienna. Tigers closed it on a three-pointer by Gunnar Conkle to 14-13, but then an 11-point run to finish out the first quarter, and then the next 2 points into the second quarter by Vienna, and they opened up that big lead, and they have not relinquished it since. Salem only 4 points in that second quarter. Leading scorer in the ball game is Trey Snodgrass. He has 10 points. He also has 3 rebounds to lead everybody for Vienna. 9 points by Baird Vanskoy. He has a total of 4 rebounds in the game. Max Steffen with 7 points. He also has 4 rebounds for the Vienna Eagles. 6 points for Spencer Magner and 4 points for Cash Strickland in the game. Spencer Magner has 3 rebounds for the Eagles, who out-rebounded the Salem Tigers in that first half badly by a 17-6 margin. Yeah, 17-6. For the Salem Tigers, leading scorers Bryson May with 9 points. Gunnar Conkle has 6, and Caden Gately has the other 2. Leading rebounder for Salem is Easton May with 3. Ethan Wilson Weber has 2. Gunnar Conkle has 1, and Levi Smith has 1 as well. So make that 7. I can't add myself. So 17-7, Salem out rebounded in that first half. 10 turnovers for Salem, 4 steals, while Vienna had 5 turnovers and 6 steals in the game. As far as foul trouble, Levi Smith has a couple, and again, we're not able to use the clock tonight for whatever reason. It's malfunctioned for the penalties and for the fouls, and so we can't see who's got the scoring and who's got the fouls, and so unable to do that. But we believe that Levi has 2, Easton May, Bryson May, Tucker Smith, and Hayden Sanders each with 1. 2 for Cash Strickland in the game for Vienna. Otherwise, Max Steffen and Daniel Casey each with 1 foul in this halftime show, which is being brought to you by Riverways Federal Credit Union. We'll come back and get ready for the second half when we return in a minute. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media on the Riverways Federal Credit Union halftime show.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
As we return to the Riverways Federal Credit Union halftime show, earlier tonight the JV did win over Vienna 44-41. Held on, and they are now 1-1 on the season after losing a tight game at Dixon last week on Friday night. Salem Tigers trail it by 19 as we are at halftime. And again, the Salem Tigers will need to come out and get a little bit better, stronger down low. Obviously, Trey Snodgrass at 6'6" outsizes anybody on Salem, and he has led the way with 10 points. But the Tigers are going to have to do a better job of hanging on to that ball and forcing maybe some shots from outside by Vienna. They've been having some pretty easy baskets underneath the basket. So let's see if the Tigers can regroup here at halftime. 36-17 our score on the Riverways Federal Credit Union halftime show. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll come back in a minute with the third quarter. When we return, this is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They are so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
We're ready for the second half. 36-17, Vienna on top. Salem Tigers in their home whites, in case you're just joining us, with the navy blue numbers and navy blue side trim. And it's Vienna Eagles in their black uniforms with the gold trim, gold lettering, and they have the gold hollow black numbers. So you got the piping for the numbers out there, not full numbers, and get a little bit hard to see sometimes when you're trying to see them in a crowd to distinguish some of those numbers. But it's a nice looking uniform for the Vienna Eagles. So they lead at 36-17. Get a nice student contingent here on this Thanksgiving holiday weekday. Don't forget, for those on the radio side, Blues hockey coming up on a delayed basis. Right after this one, they take on the Vegas Golden Knights. And the inbound comes to Gunnar Conkle. He gives it to Levi Smith. Smith bounce pass out to May. May left side to Conkle. Down low to Wilson Weber. Back to Conkle. Open for the three. Takes it. Misses on the backside down to Snodgrass, who lost it to May. May gets it back to Smith. Ball's tied up, though, there by Lucas Magner. Jump ball. Possession arrow will favor the Vienna Eagles. Van Scroy getting that one in to Steffen. To Strickland, to Magnus. Back to Steffen across the way, and he'll be fouled there by Bryson May. Bryson's second foul. Again, unable to detect who is getting these fouls as the score clock not functioning properly. Inbound comes to Lucas Magner, right at the top of the key. Spins, backs out. Magner flips the left side to Cash Strickland. Strickland, right, the S at center court. Giving it to Max Steffen, down to Snodgrass as they're playing weave right now against the Salem Tiger defense. Going baseline and stepping out of bounds, it appears, was number 20, Cash Strickland. First turnover of this second half. Gunnar Conkle for the Salem Tigers. Where's that number 3? Now to Smith for a three-pointer off the back of the iron. It comes out hard. Again, Tigers not taking any time off that clock, and nor setting it up. Brought down by Strickland. Strickland into the offensive zone, right through the legs of Magner, and then tied up on the floor. Possession arrow will favor the Salem Tigers. Second turnover now for Vienna. Magner could not field that pass between his legs. Tigers able to jump on that, force the turnover. Conkle the other way. Let's see what Salem can do here. They need to start chipping into this 36-17 deficit. Here goes Easton May on the baseline, down his shot too hard. Brought down on the backside there by Strickland. Strickland down the left side, cuts the middle of the floor. Flips the right side to Van Scroy. Van Scroy going back to Strickland. He goes, flips it down to Magner. Lucas Magner to the paint, trying to get it down low. He does to Stefan, and he lays it in. Max Stefan with 9 points. 38-17, 21-point Vienna lead. Pass the right side goes to Smith, and he is bumped there by Max Stefan, and Smith has a little hip issue right there. He may have to come out of the game. He's reaching for that left hip. And Hayden Sanders is going to have to come in for Levi. Levi wants to stay in the game, but he definitely was favoring that left hip. Sanders will flip it back to Conkle, and he'll bring it up. Half-court defense by Vienna. Tigers shooting has been erratic, to say the least. Pass by Tucker Smith. That's stolen away, and back the other way comes Vienna. Quickly coming down the floor, just putting up a quick jumper is Strickland. Nobody came to challenge him, and so he hits the 8-footer, and it's 40-17. Conkle out on top to Wilson Weber. On top it goes to Tucker Smith. Smith gets knocked down now to Conkle for the three. It's off the front of the rim. Ball taken there by Lucas Magner. Magner down the right side. Getting there to Van Scroy. Van Scroy, his 9-footer, is good. And Baird hits it, and it's a 42-17 lead. And Coach Carty will burn a timeout with a score. 42 for Vienna, 17 for Salem. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Salem Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
Tigers have the ball, and they're down by 25, 42-17, as Conkle starts to go left, now looks right, now goes back left again, as Smith is back in the game. To Wilson Weber, top of the key, right side, Conkle. Conkle getting it to Smith, down in his feet. His short jumper trickles in. Levi gets his first basket of the game, first basket for Salem in this second half. They trail it 42-19. Bounce pass to Lucas Magner. Magner guard there by Conkle. Magner trying to drive in, and Conkle stole the ball away, but a foul called on the Salem Tigers. And it's going to be on Gunnar Conkle, his first. Strickland will check out. As Spencer Magner comes in the game. Go back on the top, and a quick up and three by Max Stefan is good. On the inbound, Stefan hits the three, and it's a 45-19 game. Pass right side to Sanders. Down low to Wilson Weber. His shot blocked away by Van Scroy. Good job by him, and brought down by Snodgrass. Van Scroy trying to get away from Smith. Right side to Lucas Magner. Lucas back to Van Scroy. Coming into the paint from 6. Misses. Snodgrass rebound, backs up, and travels with the ball. Third turnover by Vienna in this second half. But they have a very comfortable 26-point lead. Pass right side to Smith. Ball taken out of his hands by Steffen on the steal and back the other way. Steffen bounce pass to Magner to Snodgrass. Goes in the corner. Here is a short jumper up and missed there by Strickland and brought down by Hayden Sanders. Conkle for the Salem Tigers. Left side pass to Smith. Quick three-pointer off the rim. No good. Brought down by Snodgrass. He just muscled that away from Conkle. Down the other way. Here's Magner. Banks it in as he got away from Sanders. Spencer Magner with 8. 47-19. 3:25 to go in the third quarter. Conkle right side to Smith. Smith out on top, Easton May. May back to Smith. Another three-pointer and fades too hard. And comes down to Snodgrass. Quickly down the middle to 4, Van Scroy. And knocked out of his hands by Easton May. Good steal by Easton. And back the other way he comes with Conkle. Conkle back to Easton, puts it up and in. Count the bucket and the foul on Lucas Magner. Yeah, heck of an end-to-end play by Easton May. Got the steal, came down with Gunnar Conkle, got the pass back, lays it in, and he gets a chance to shoot the free throw. Foul is called on Lucas Magner. And May hit that padding pretty hard. You know, Easton had that knee problem from football. And he hits the free throw. He's got 3. The Tigers down by 25 here in the third quarter. Pass goes in the corner to Steffen. Max Steffen getting away from May. Flips it down low to Snodgrass on the baseline. Into the middle. Ball knocked away by Haven. A foul's going to be called, I believe, on Haven. Colin Haven with his first. And they'll call that a shooting foul, though it really didn't. From my vantage point, it did not look like a shooting foul, but officials call it that way. So Steffen will go to the line to shoot 2, and he makes the first. Vienna was 1 of 6 from the stripe in that first half. Salem Tigers were 2 of 2. They are 3 of 3 in the game from the stripe. He makes them both. He's got 14 on the night now, does Max Steffen. And the lead is 27. Now a long 3 put up by May, no good. And Snodgrass yanks down that rebound. He's got 9 of them in the game now. Steffen pass left side to Van Scroy. Inside to Snodgrass to the paint. And he is fouled there, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. And it's going to be called again on Colin Haven. And the free throw by Snodgrass is good. 50-22. And the Eagles are really playing some pretty good basketball here. They really swarmed the Salem Tigers here tonight. So 29-point lead as Bryson May has it, spins, turns. Jumper, running jumper, no good. Goes after it himself, knocked out of bounds by May away from Snodgrass. .218 to go, third quarter, 51-22. Baird Van Scroy over to Lucas Magner, back to Van Scroy, goes into the offensive zone. Stops, kicks it underneath to Magner, and he'll be fouled there. I believe by Sanders. We'll see if that's the call. Could have been Easton May. Could not see that from the official side, but I think he called it on May. And the free throw is good by Spencer Magner. Magner's got 9 points now. They have 4 guys now virtually with double digits. And there it is. Snodgrass, Magner, Van Scroy, and Steffen all with over 10 points in this game. May trying to get the Congo ball knocked away by Magner, and he knocks it out of bounds. It should belong to Salem Tigers. So it'll belong to the Salem Tigers. Here comes Bryson May. May will come up unimpeded as Vienna's pretty much in a half-court defense. To Conkle. Out on top, Colin Haven. Left side pass to May. May back to Conkle. Inside it goes to Haven. Haven gets it up and in. Colin Haven gets his first basket of the game. The Tigers are down by 29. 1:27 to go, third quarter. Vanscroy all alone to Magner, and he scores. As Spencer Magner came off the left wing, he's got 12, and the lead is 31 here at Salem with 1:10 to go, third quarter. Conkle out on top, Haven. Haven left side pass to May. May on top, Conkle. Conkle hit there by Magner, and Lucas Magner will pick up the foul. Little reach in by Lucas. And with 1:02 to go in this third quarter, he'll inbound it to May. Easton trying to go down against Vanscroy. Lost the ball, got it back. Little baby hook, no good. And Vanscroy has it. Down to 1 minute to go. Vanscroy hanging on to it. Resetting the play for Vienna. Moves to his left. Trying to get away from Conkle. Going baseline. Takes it to the hole. Lays it in. Vanscroy with 13 on the night. So the lead goes to 33. May over to Hayden Sanders. Sanders guarded there by Spencer Magner. Now to Haven, top of the key, left side to May. May's shot won't go, and ball tipped and comes down the hands of Vanscroy. Long pass to Spencer Magner, and he traveled with the ball. Double dribble, actually. Kind of looked like a travel or double dribble. You could call it either one. As Conkle has it. 15 seconds to go, third quarter. Here's May trying to get to the paint. Kicks it outside to Gunner. Gunner trying to get away from Lucas Magner, down to 6 seconds left. Gunner trying to get a pick. Trying to cut in, has the ball stolen away. 1 second left, shot from half court. Just missed off the backboard from Baird Vanscroy. We've played 3. The score, 57 for Vienna, 24 for Salem. We'll come back in a minute. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Fourth quarter, this will be a running clock, at least initially, with 33-point lead by Vienna. So once it starts, unless there is a timeout the clock or an injury, the clock will not stop. Here in this, the fourth quarter. Glad to have you along with us on KSMO Media. 57-24 our score as Vanscroy has it. Moves to his left in front, or right, I should say, in front of the Vienna bench. Stops beyond 3. All the way across to Lucas Magner. Magner trying to go inside, stolen away by Haven. Then he hands it right back. Coming down, Stephan, he gets a shot up and in. That's the kind of game it's been. Partially blocked, and it still goes in. And it's 59-24. Gunner, right side pass to Bryson. Bryson May, now to Haven, a jump shot. It will not fall. And Vanscroy brings down the rebound. Vanscroy into the offensive zone, out near center court. Guarded by Hayden Sanders. Vanskroy, right side pass to Lucas Magner. Magner gets away from Conkle. Pass goes underneath off the leg of Spencer Magner and out of bounds. And the Salem Tigers will take over on the 6th, make that the 7th turnover by Vienna here in the second half. They have a comfortable lead of 59-24. Conkle for the Salem Tigers. Right side pass to May. May out on top to Sanders. Sanders trying to get a backdoor into May, but it's stolen there. Quickly down to Vanskroy. Vanskroy all the way down, lays it up. It won't fall. Tipped and coming into the hands of Haven to Sanders, down to Conkle. Underneath it goes to Smith, now to Haven, to the paint. Shots up and good. (59-26) our score. Lucas Magner giving it to Steffen. Max Steffen trying to drive in. Takes it to the hole. Little carrying of the ball there. No call. Gets his own rebound underneath the Snodgrass. And it looks like a foul on the floor. So going to be a full-scale change here for Vienna. Guys we haven't seen yet. Cash Strickland comes in the game. He's the only one we've seen so far. To Colin John. Comes across. Casey's shot no good, brought down by Haven. Colin with 4 points in this game and a couple of rebounds. Getting it to May. Now baseline Sanders flipping it out to Conkle from the corner for three. It hits the backboard edge. Comes down the hands of Colin John. John getting it to Strickland. Cash Strickland down low, laying it up and in is Colin John off the left wing. Back the other way, Bryson May, 61-26. Here comes Smith, has that ball pickpocket right away from him by Strickland, and Cash will lay it up and in. That is the 11th steal for Vienna in this game, 63-26. With that ball right now is Smith coming all the way down, a blocking foul called underneath on Vienna. I believe that was on 34, Casey, his second. So Smith will go to the line. He will shoot two, 63-26. Vienna with the lead. The free throw is no good. Clock continues to run. Mercy clock, they have now basketball. This one is good. Salem still down by 26. Pass on the steal. Coming down to Smith, and he lays that one in. Salem within 34 now. Cash Strickland in the offensive zone. Drives it down low, and a foul is going to be called, I believe, on Smith. That should be a 1-and-1. And going to the line is Strickland. It is on Smith, his third. And Strickland will shoot the 1-and-1. That first one is good. He has 9. He's going to try and be the 5th player for Vienna to be in double figures. And it does not happen. Misses that one. Brought down by Hayden Sanders. The other way, Conkle for a three. From the corner, it's good. Conkle hadn't hit a shot since the first quarter. Brings the Tigers to within 32. Here's the other way. is Colin John. John all the way across to Daniel Casey. Casey had a chance to shoot, didn't do it. Haven stole it right out of his hands. Good job by Colin Haven. The other way, Gunnar Conkle down to 2 minutes left. In the corner, May a three. It's off the iron and will go virtually out of bounds, taken there by Colin John. Down the other way to Casey. Casey out on top, waiting for it there is Benton Patton. All the way down to Casey. He lays that one up and in. Daniel Casey just walked the baseline unimpeded. 66-32 our score with Vienna on top. Conkle, right side pass to Smith. Levi to the paint, to the hole, scoops it up, count the bucket, and the foul on Casey. Levi now at 7. With 1:15 to go, he'll try and add to that total with a free throw here. Tigers will fall to 0-2. Again, their next game will be next Tuesday, when they'll be at Lebanon to take on the Yellow Jackets. Julio Cacinato on that baseline, wearing number 50. Trying to get that rebound. It goes off his fingertips out of bounds on the missed free throw. So Smith checks out with 44 seconds to go. Ball comes loose on the floor. Taken there by Richter. Richter goes to the corner to Easton May. May takes it to the hole, flips it up in the air, but he gets fouled with 30 seconds left and counting. Easton's free throw is good. And that one is no good. Brought down by Cacinato. Down the other way. Hanging on to it is Patton. Shot up, missed there by Cacinato. Out to Easton May, 1 second left, and that's going to do it. Vienna comes into Salem and beats the Tigers by a score of 66-35 here in non-conference play. We're going to come back in 3 minutes and give you some stats from this when we return. This is Tiger Basketball. You've been listening to it and watching it on KSMO Media.
Hometown Processing is now taking deer to be processed. They can process the deer however you want it, as well as make deer summer sausage. Hometown Processing continues to offer custom processing of beef, hogs, and other large animals. They strive to provide you with the finest, freshest meats and processing at the best possible prices. Hometown owned, Hometown Processing is located at 3450 West Highway 32 in Salem, or call 729-7278 and check them out on Facebook.
Mobile banking with our credit union is awesome. 24/7 access. Check your account balance, pay bills, and make deposits with our mobile banking app. We belong to you, and we are here to meet your financial needs. Riverways Federal Credit Union. Positively different. Online at riverwaysfcu.org. We're federally insured by NCUA. We're an equal housing lender.
The most rewarding aspect of being a community bank is basically being involved in the community and giving back through our employees volunteering and being involved in local activities or donations and such, where we support different organizations and clubs throughout the year. We try to give back and be a good neighbor to everybody in our community.
Land is selling at an all-time high. Backed by almost 4 decades of experience, Big Iron Missouri agents Justin Hubbs and Gage Saulbeamer provide you with a seamless selling experience. They will get your property sold via listing or unreserved online auction. Big Iron Realty has the experience you deserve, proven results, with an enormous viewing audience of buyers, creating higher selling prices. Let's have a conversation. Call Justin Hubbs or Gage Saulbeamer today.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
The Holiday Gift Guide has great deals for you at K&H Auto Supply in Salem. Get a Power Torque 800 lumen LED work light for $14.99. A Mossy Oak 2-piece seat cover is $42.99. And a Mossy Oak steering wheel cover is $18.99. K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
The Salem Memorial District Hospital is a full-service hospital that features a 24/7 emergency room and a family clinic with several providers for all of your primary care needs. The Salem Hospital has been diligently addressing community needs by expanding their physical and occupational therapy facility and adding a new state-of-the-art 3D mammography machine, as well as a sleep disorder center. Salem Memorial District Hospital, your first choice for local high-quality health care at an affordable price. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Welcome back, Salem High School Gymnasium. Tough night for the Salem Tigers. Got off actually a pretty good start in this game. It was fairly close, tied to 10-10. They got behind 14-10, came back, made it 14-13, and that's as close as it would get. And that was in the first quarter, as at that point, Vienna went on that 11-point run to end that first quarter. And it was well, I guess pretty much over from there. Tigers never got closer than 11 again the rest of the game and end up losing by 31, 66-35. But you got to give a lot of credit to Vienna. They got some pretty good shooters over there, and they worked the ball well down low. And, of course, they outsized the Salem Tigers. And Trey Snodgrass had a nice night, 12 points for him and 10 rebounds. So the Tigers just don't have that kind of size to play with a guy like that down there. But then you compliment him with good shooters like Max Steffen, who finished the night with 16 points, and Baird Vanskroy. He looked like he was going to have himself a dynamite night. He kind of backed off in that second half, but he had finished tonight with 13. And then Spencer Magner came in. He was not a starter tonight, but he came in off the bench. He had a 12 for the Vienna Eagles as well. So pretty good night. Vienna had 27 rebounds in this game to the Salem Tigers, who finished with 12. So Tigers badly out-rebounded this one. Turnover, Salem had 16. It could have been worse, but some of the balls that were knocked away, actually, you know, the Tigers didn't really control the ball in the offensive zone as much as I would like to see them move the ball around. They just took kind of random shots, so the rebounds all came down, and Vienna was able to get them. So instead of maybe moving the ball around, trying to get it inside, maybe doing something different, Tigers were putting up a lot of long shots from three and missing, and Vienna was just snatching those rebounds. So as far as turnovers were concerned, only 16 for the Salem Tigers, which isn't bad. Vienna finished with 14, but they had 9 of those in that second half. Vienna did have 12 steals of those 16, so they were clogging up the areas when Salem was trying to go through it, and usually that steal came about when Salem tried to take it by themselves through the lane, trying to go through the paint, and all of it was a couple of hands in there from Vienna. Next thing you know, they were going the other way. But besides that, the turnovers, though, were, again, reasonable for the Salem Tigers, but their shooting percentage way down into the upper teens in this game, and that's just not going to cut it in high school basketball. Salem did finish with 8 steals of their own against those 14 turnovers of Vienna. So the leading scorer for the Salem Tigers, by the way, Gunnar Conkle and Bryson May each with 9. Levi Smith finished with 7, 4 for Easton May, and also for Colin Haven. A couple of points for Caden Gately, and that finishes out the scoring for the Salem Tigers. Leading rebounder for Salem was May with 3, 2 for Haven, 2 for Sanders, 2 for Ethan Wilson-Weber, and 2 for Gunnar Conkle in the game. 1 for Levi Smith in the contest. As mentioned, Salem getting out-rebounded 27-12, and yeah, it really showed in this game. Free throw shooting, Salem 5 of 8, and Vienna 6 of 12 in the contest. Salem loses at 66-35. We're going to take a 1-minute break and come back and wrap it up here at the Salem High School gym as Vienna wins at 66-35. Back in a minute. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
Welcome back to the Salem High School postgame show. My name is Stan Stevens. Glad that you were with us tonight. Unfortunately, didn't come out our way. 66-35, Vienna over the Salem Tigers. Salem now 0-2 in the season. They'll be off till next Tuesday, and they will face the Lebanon Yellow Jackets at that time at Lebanon. That game will be radio only here on KSMO Radio. 1340 on the KSMO Media and streamed on KSMORadio.com, but again, audio only. We hope you'll join us, though, for more Salem Tiger action on KSMO Media. And we want to remind you that, don't forget, we'll be following a lot of Lady Tiger and Boys Tigers games here on the streaming video. Many of those games will be on. I think we have a total of 22 that are scheduled to be streamed, so we hope you'll be joining us for those. Some even on away games, so we hope you'll be with us to enjoy those games on the road as well as our home games. But tonight it was all Vienna Eagles as they beat the Salem Tigers by a final score of 66-35. For Jim back at the station, for Ben down on the master controls, for Krista operating the cameras, and for yours truly, Stan Stevens here on the microphone. We thank all of you for joining us right here on KSMO Radio and on KSMO Media for the game tonight. We hope you have a great evening. Stay tuned. We have some St. Louis Blues hockey on the way on the radio side right here on KSMO Media. Have yourselves a great evening and good night from the high school. Jim.
Thank you for watching today's broadcast of Salem Tiger Sports right here on KSMO. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by these fine sponsors: the Salem Memorial District Hospital, K&H Auto Supply, Farm Bureau Insurance, Duncan Family Chiropractic, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto and Truck Parts, Edward Jones, Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus, Tax Masters, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Healthy Dent County, Town and Country Insurance, Southtown Furniture, Hometown Processing, Big Iron Realty, Inman Insurance, Progressive Ozark Bank, Flying W Store and Camping LLC, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties Incorporated, That Special Touch Florist and Gifts, State Farm Insurance, and Wilson Mortuary. Be sure and follow us on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Plus, visit us online at KSMORadio.com for more Salem Tiger Sports right here on KSMO.